Well, guys, it won't be a surprise to you that we've won the game and we've got another clean sheet. We've beaten Burnley away from home. It wasn't that long ago. I think we smashed them 5-0, I think it was. I remember a Havertz solo goal cutting in on his right. Well, he was on the left side of the pitch. He cut in on his right and still scored. It was a weird one. It just popped into my head now. And we've done the same today. We could have easily got 3, 4, 5 goals. But honestly, and you can see it with the momentum here, we really, really didn't need to go into third or fourth gear in the second half. We did all of the work in the first half. We were absolutely fantastic. Gyokeres, wow. We'll talk about Gyokeres a little bit later in this video. But isn't it crazy, okay, that as an Arsenal fan right now, I'm talking based off how I feel, I'm actually celebrating, or at least I'm hoping to end the game, not just with a win, but with no shots on target conceded. It's it's not a healthy way to live. It's not a healthy way to watch football. I'm genuinely getting into the 85th minute and onwards, seeing obviously throughout the game that they hadn't had a shot on target. The win is in the bag. I'm so sure of it. The only thing I'm then concerned about is, are they going to get a shot on target? It's not about conceding, because I know we won't concede. It's not about getting a red card or someone making a huge error. I don't even think about it. The team is so planted. It's so solid. It's so grounded. It's got so much quality. My main concern now as an Arsenal fan is, oh my God, are we going to concede a shot on target? And the answer is no, we didn't. They did have 3 shots, but at least, I mean, as far as I know, none of them were on target. No, they did hit the post with a free kick, with the last kick of the game. And I was really nervous for that. So the record continues, well, kind of. In my head, it does. Against Crystal Palace last time out, we conceded a shot on target. So I went and checked it because I didn't remember it from the game. And lo and behold, it's definitely not a shot on target. It's ridiculous. But anyway, it obviously doesn't really matter. As long as you get a clean sheet, it doesn't matter how you get that clean sheet. The defenders should be celebrating, and rightly so they were at the end. Declan Rice and Gyokeres, wow. For some reason, as soon as Gyokeres finally it feels like he had a grip on the game. This was the first time I truly saw a settled Gyokeres, a player that felt confident. He wanted the ball. He has to come off at half time. I'm not sure if it's just simply resting him. I very much doubt it. I'm guessing he felt something, a little bit of a knock or whatever. He'd got his goal. He had a fantastic first half. I'm telling you, that was the best 45 minutes of Gyokeres we've seen all season long. And maybe the team, the staff, they've just decided it's not worth risking it at all. But he was absolutely brilliant. I'd argue if he had continued into that second half, I reckon he would have bagged a hat-trick today. He was playing like that, or at least loads of assists. He could have had 2 assists in that first half. Saka missing 2 chances, which is unlike him. I was expecting Saka to at least score one of those. I thought Trossard was brilliant today. Got himself a great assist for my player of the match, Declan Rice. Lovely little cross into the box. I think Trossard, and this is from myself as well, sometimes does get a little bit of unnecessary criticism. But realistically, when you look at his numbers, he has been a fantastic player for Arsenal. And today was his 100th game in an Arsenal shirt, so we should be celebrating that with him. Eze was pretty anonymous, I thought, but, still had some pretty good moments in build-up. Just hasn't been able to really hit the ground running. I know he obviously got that goal against Palace, but realistically, the rest of that game, he didn't really do too much. Again, I thought he was just a bit of a passenger today. And we looked better with Nwaneri at times, I thought. Nwaneri was brilliant when he came on, but I think Eze, he put in one of those performances where he doesn't do anything special, but he's just a part of everything, and it might have been the pre-assist, for example. Zubamendi, again, showing how important he is. He came off and Norgard came on, and you could instantly, again, see a slight drop-off, but I thought Norgard was pretty good, could have scored. And then, of course, my man of the match, I said it already. Sorry, player of the match. This guy, it is getting to the point where if he doesn't get a 7 out of 10, which, by the way, isn't very common. Most players end with a 6.5 out of 10 on a good day or an above average performance. Declan Rice is consistently putting in 7 and 8s and 9s. He's a ridiculous player. For me, he's the best midfielder in the Premier League by some margin. Yes, people will throw other names in there. Rodri, when he's fully fit, of course, will be right up there and maybe better than Rice. But I hear shouts of Caicedo. Bruno Fernandes obviously plays a different position, but yeah, midfielder. Just no one comes close, in my opinion, to the all-round game of a midfielder. He does absolutely everything. And sure, Caicedo might be a better defensive unit and Bruno might be a better attacking unit. But when it comes to a midfielder that does everything, I'll say it, he's one of the best in the world, let alone in the Premier League. He's going into his prime. Okay, he's 26. The next 4, 5, 6 seasons, he's only going to get better, which is frightening for the rest of the league. It's amazing for us. Timber was good again today, even though he only got a 6.7. I don't know how. I thought he was really solid. Saliba, Gabriel, very strong at the back. Gabriel getting the yellow card at the end was kind of frustrating because, again, he would have had a very, very good performance, and that does obviously take a slight point or two away. Calafiori was excellent. Unlucky to be subbed off, actually, in the end. I know Hincapié needs to get minutes, but I thought Calafiori was brilliant. He's so difficult for the opposition to pin down. No one knows where he's going to be. We don't even know where he's going to be. At times in the first half, he was playing up front. We saw Timber in the first half having a really good opportunity to score. What formation are we? It's unbelievable. And Raya, once again, another clean sheet for him. It's almost a certainty that he will win the Golden Glove again. And when he is needed, he does well. Overall, it's a really good performance, especially the first 45 minutes. And then in the second half, just cruise to victory. Genuinely, talking to a few of my friends, this could have been one of those games that you rock up and you expect the team to win. They don't put in a particularly great performance, and somehow you come away with a loss. Okay, it can happen, especially against a low block, a team that are frustrating, physical, really defensive, like a Scott Parker side is. But we destroyed them in the first half. The job was done. It really was. We've looked at some of the stats. We've looked at the momentum. There really isn't that much more to talk about. I would obviously like to talk a little bit about Burnley because I've got to say, I think I underestimated them in general this season. They were incredible in the Championship. And of course, stepping up to the Premier League is no easy task. And there was no way they would be as solid defensively. But do you know what? I was impressed with a couple of their players. Hartman has been fantastic this season. He's actually, I think, in the top 3 assists so far. He's doing really well at left back. Dubravka was a great signing. He's a very good goalkeeper. Carl Walker was having a stinker of a season last year. I'm not sure if he started well in the first few weeks of this season. I didn't really see much, but moments today where you could see that experience. I thought Cullen was fantastic. Anthony, ex-Arsenal, if I remember correctly, had some moments, and Fleming scored a wild goal last weekend. Basically, what am I trying to say here? Are Burnley going to be safe this season? Well, let's have a look at the table and see where they are. And obviously we can, again, see that Arsenal are top of the league and we are 7 points clear. If Bournemouth failed to win or if Tottenham failed to win, perfect. We will stay even further ahead than we are. I mean, when was the last time we were this far ahead? 3 seasons ago? 2 seasons ago? This point gap? Either way, let's have a look at Burnley. So that means they stay in 17th, or were they already in 17th? I think they were already there. Nottingham Forest got a point today against Manchester United. That poor guy is still not going to cut his hair for a considerable amount of time. Obviously, West Ham and Wolves, they've got to be the favourites to be going down. I think it really is going to be between Burnley, Leeds. I don't think Nottingham Forest will be there come the end of the season. I've got a feeling they are going to stabilise under Dyche. So my prediction, and I'm sorry, Leeds fans, I'm putting you in there as well. You got battered today. What was it, 3-0 against Brighton? Yeah, 3-0. I think Leeds are going to be in that 18th position. I think Burnley might just avoid the drop. But then I think Leeds have a better squad. So it just comes down to home form. I think home form is the most important thing. We're looking at Sunderland, for example, in the top 4. I mean, they're there because of their home form mostly. They're obviously getting some wins away from home as well. But I think home form is so important for the teams that come up. And obviously any team. If you're not good at home, you're not going to do anything. So that's 18 goals scored, 3 conceded for Arsenal, 10 games in. Okay, we've played considerably over a quarter of the season now. That one loss because of a free kick, unbelievable, isn't it? I think we're going to do it, guys. I really do. And if we don't do it from here, it would have to be a freak of nature. You know, well, actually, would it be a freak of nature if Arsenal were to bottle it again? You know, it's not unrealistic to imagine it could happen because it has happened. We've been finishing second place for many years in a row now. It just feels like we're one push away, one step away. Really impressive again today. The first 45 minutes were really, really good. And of course, that does mean that it's another dub, another green box. We have Slavia Prague on Tuesday, a chance to fully rotate, hopefully. Can't wait to see Dauman again. And I don't know, maybe we'll get some other kids involved. As long as we don't lose the game, I don't really mind if we, say, came away with a 1-1 draw. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to concede, okay? So if the kids play and we come away with a 0-0 draw, I wouldn't be bothered at all. And I'm really keen for this little run of games here. Sunderland away, Tottenham at home, Bayern at home, Chelsea away, and then Brentford at home. So a nice run of games in London there. But the trip up to Sunderland is going to be a real test. I mean, our fixture difficulty is red. How is Sunderland and Tottenham harder than Chelsea, Brentford? Oh, that's hilarious. But that is it, guys. I'm really, really, really pleased with that game today. And let's hope it continues. And let's hope we do indeed win the league this season.